Imagine turning your phone to photo mode and having the camera greet you like a film director. "Good morning, Mo," it says. "Sunsets at 7:42 p.m. Shall I auto-stack 14 dynamic range layers and calibrate colors to Technicolor warm?" This captivating glimpse into 2025 phone cameras showcases a future defined by four converging innovations: advanced hardware, AI-driven image processing, optics that move, and intuitive generative editing that feels almost magical. Tonight, we dive into this realm with a pressing question: what's next, and which breakthroughs will truly matter when the shutter clicks? Let's broaden our perspective. Smartphone photography has always thrived on bending the laws of physics. It condenses impressive optical capabilities into tiny modules measuring just a few millimeters. In 2023, we experimented with 1-inch sensors. For 2024, we engaged with stacked transistor layers. However, 2025 will see these tests blossom into groundbreaking flagship models, and even a $450 mid-range variant capable of capturing raw bursts to rival mirrorless cameras. But there's a problem. Specifications boast about 200 megapixels, IISP, and quantum HDR, yet many still end up with bland sunsets and blurry night photos. The reason? Marketing often hides significant compromises: small individual pixels, overheating ISPs, fake zoom via cropping, and software noise resembling watercolor art. If you don't understand the technology, you'll fall for the hype and ponder why your vacation photos require Lightroom fixes. Let's start exploring the new hardware giants. Samsung's 1/1.13-inch ISO CELL-HP2 sensor features dual-slope HDR, allowing every pixel to capture two exposures simultaneously. Say goodbye to blown highlights, even in 50 megapixels mode. This sensor switches from 200 megapixels for bright scenes to 50 megapixels low-light brilliance without the ISP's delay. Sony's LYTIA quad-layer sensor, first introduced in the Xperia 1.7, incorporates a translucent photodiode layer above traditional RGB wells. This innovation enhances the per-pixel full well capacity by 40%, without enlarging the module. This means street neon lights are vibrant instead of fading into blur. Qualcomm revamps its Snapdragon 8 Elite by replacing the old Spectra ISP with a directly connected AI ISP. This allows raw sensor data to feed machine learning denoisers at 4K 60 in real time. No more 2-second waits for night sight. It also unlocks limitless segmentation, which isolates up to 250 objects per frame to ensure optimal tone adjustments for each element. Apple's response is impressive. The A19 Pro neural engine integrates with a dedicated on-package DRAM scratchpad for the tetraprism periscope. Now featured in both iPhone 16 Pro models, this setup achieves 5 times optical at f2.8 while enabling local HDR fusion for zero-lag Pro RAW burst shots. Rumors suggest that the 16 Pro Max may introduce a variable aperture main lens, ranging from f1.4 to f4, for advanced depth control in photography. Next, optics join the innovation. Huawei's Pura 80 Ultra has surprised reviewers with a dual periscope lens that utilizes a single 50 megapixel sensor via a movable prism. This allows for 83mm 3.7 times and 212mm 9.4 times focal lengths from the same unit, ensuring sharp portraits and distant shots without digital cropping. Oppo's Find X7 Ultra is a pioneer in a quad main array, fashioning 2 large sensor periscopes along with dual wide lenses. This design eliminates zoom gaps between 1 times, 3 times, and 10 times. Its hypertone image engine captures dual exposure bursts almost instantaneously, reducing motion blur by 450% compared to older HDR stacks. Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra improves upon its 10 times folded lens design by decreasing module depth by 17%, accommodating a larger vapor chamber. This advancement allows the phone to maintain 8K 60 recording without thermal throttling, effectively matching professional camera recording times. Mid-tier devices are also entering the zoom competition. Leaks indicate that the Pixel 10 will introduce a small periscope in its base model, delivering 5 times optical zoom for under $700 for the first time. Now, let's explore the software. Silicon alone won't create masterpieces. Samsung's Galaxy AI's Generative Edit and Google's Magic Editor already perform impressive transformations by synthesizing pixels. However, the next leap is real-time generative capture. Picture this. Triggering the shutter in a dimly lit restaurant, instantly accessing a Studio Glow option that blends your face from frame N, the candle's flame from frame N1, and the background bokeh from frame N+2. No cloud processing needed, as on-device stable diffusion compiles this seamlessly. The Pixel 10's anticipated Speak to Tweak feature allows you to whisper commands like, "Make the sky moodier." The Gallery UI will swap out Lightroom sliders for ChatGPT-style commands, making editing more user-friendly. Qualcomm enhances its AI ISP with semantic autofocus. When you half-press, or half-tap, the viewfinder highlights areas like faces and pets. This helps prioritize focus dynamically, a major boon for vloggers balancing foreground products. Apple's photonic engine evolves into neural scene graphs, integrating lidar depth and IMU data to generate a 3D map of your surroundings. Capture once and refocus later, like using a Lytro, but much more powerful. The climax unfolds when these innovations converge during a unique moment. You're at a dimly lit indie concert, with the guitarist shrouded in ruby lights and the drummer illuminated in cool blue. You pull out your 2025 flagship, activate burst mode, and the quad-layer sensor captures every photon. The dual-slope HDR splits exposures perfectly. The AI ISP meticulously isolates each instrument into separate tonal layers, and on-device generative fill reconstructs the vibrant reds that might get clipped. Meanwhile, real-time audio analysis triggers the shutter with downbeats, freezing the symbol crashes in crisp focus. Moments later, you share your masterpiece. Social media friends are amazed at the clarity once reserved for expensive gear. This technology rapidly becomes mainstream. Next year's $399 Galaxy A35 successor will inherit this level of semantic autofocus, while refurbished 2024 iPhones will gain generative retouching via iOS 19. In conclusion, the true next big thing isn't merely a groundbreaking sensor or a megapixel surge. Instead, it's the seamless integration of advanced optics, stacked silicon, and LLM-driven creativity that transforms each photo into a studio-quality masterpiece. Planning to shop soon? Align features with your passion. Travel photographers will lust after Huawei's switchable periscopes, while street storytellers will appreciate Sony's low-light performance. Social creators will find joy in Pixel's edited prompts, and action vloggers should consider Snapdragon 8 Elite devices for sustained 8K recording. Privacy-conscious users might lean toward Apple's on-device neural scene graphs protected within the secure enclave. Lastly, always remember, exceptional hardware won't save you without mindful shooting techniques. Clean your lens, stabilize your positioning, and pursue optimal lighting. Follow these tips, and the phone cameras of 2025 will deliver images your 2019 DSLR would envy. All without needing a bulky kit. If you found this insightful, smash the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications for more tech insights, future explorations, and candid discussions from TechWave 65.